Greetings! So, the developers of NIKKE yesterday released their developers notes for this month, and a lot of people are not very happy with them, particularly with the rate at which you acquire gear for specific manufacturers so you can actually reach limit break status with them and actually get them as high as you possibly can, which you kind of need for difficult content such as the what's it called, the danger room overload or simulation room overload that's going on right now, and other stuff like that. So let's take a look at the post. So here, this is the area that people have a very big issue with. This right here. After closely observing your gaming experiences, we have concluded that the current level of equipment acquisition is still appropriate. This seems to be based on their data that they can see. But if you take a look at the comments over here, you'll see that a lot of people are going months and months without getting the equipment that they need. For over a year and a single pilgrim attacker boot, 5 months, only one attacker pilgrim equipment, not acceptable. Just complaining in general, complaining about Rem's arms not being properly animated for what seems to be a rushed collab event. Whole system removes rares. We've been saying that for a while. Not really going to happen. More items. Aha. You try to. This person claims that they're dodging the problem. So let's take a look at the actual game itself and see what they could possibly be meaning. So if we go into the game and we look at the way to acquire pilgrim specific equipment, there really is only one place, and that is here in the Ark in the special interception. Now, as you can see, if we go in here and we go check rewards, this little box here is how you get equipment. Unfortunately, you do not get 8 boxes. You need, as you can see, 200 of them to turn them into one piece of equipment, which is really not good. So here we get 20 of these. I believe these do not stack, if I'm not mistaken. If you clear the special interception, you get 20 of these boxes. 7 of these random that do not have, or at least the tier 9 does not have manufacturer specific bonuses, which is what we're looking for. And then there's this one that does, but also comes with the crystal, which is usually what you want out of this one. And it's only 85% chance if you manage to clear special interception. This 3 times a day, because you can clear this 3 times a day. That means you get 60 of these out of 200, so you need 4 days to get one piece of equipment. Not that great. Here you cannot get manufacturer specific equipment, so irrelevant to the discussion. And here you can, but it also has non-manufacturer specific versions of the equipment, which is not what we want. So how can we fix this problem? Well, one of the easiest ways is that in this, the extra reward, remove non-manufacturer specific gear. That would definitely help alleviate the problem. But I believe that is the only way we can get it. If we go check out the store, which does sometimes have things for sale, if we go to the shop, let's see, we can see here we can get tier 8 equipment. Sometimes they might have manufacturer specific bonuses, but usually not really. Union shop has no equipment whatsoever. Body label shop, this is usually what you end up buying. Whoa, I've got a lot of this saved up. Okay, gotta burn those. Oh no. Okay, there. I accidentally touched the edge and it was shrinking. Okay. Here you also have manufacturer specific, but it's only tier 8. Which is not what we're looking for. We are looking for tier 9 equipment because tier 8 equipment cannot be overloaded. At least not, I don't believe it is. And mileage shop, this is where you get extra bodies, not that useful. And recycling shop, this is where the usual. So yeah, the only place to reliably, or technically the only place to get pilgrim specific equipment is here in special interception, and this is definitely a problem. So they did say that they are looking into alternative ways to get specific equipment. The easiest and the most obvious one would be to allow us to fuse particular equipments into a specific equipment that we are looking for. Although somehow I doubt this is going to happen. Usually when systems like these happen, you shove in a bunch of equipment you don't want and you get a random piece of tier 9 equipment out. So in this example, if we go back to my little inventory, let's say we've got all this abnormal manufacturing equipment that we don't need. We would probably shove 4 or 5 pieces and get a random tier 9 manufacturing piece of equipment back. That, well, it would help, would definitely not be considered enough by all those people that are missing specific equipment. What we definitely need is, as we mentioned earlier, in special interception, make it so that the extra reward only includes manufacturer-specific equipment or the crystal, which we need, or allow us to fuse, let's say, 4 pilgrim pieces into any other specific pilgrim piece. That would definitely be a lot better. That way you still need to acquire pilgrim equipment, but if you get 4 equipment you don't need, you can transfer them into equipment you do need. Now, is specific equipment or manufacturer-specific equipment necessary? Let us compare. So here we have my Dorothy. So this is a equipment that is finally maxed out and bonded to her. This gives her around 5,000 attack, which is the only stat that matters. And this one here is only at 700? Really? Is it that big of a difference? Let's see. Do we have anybody? Let's see. Ah, here we go. No, that is definitely... Let's see. This is 6,000 attack. So let's find... Oh, here we go. This is perfect. Wow, that is a very big difference. Okay, let's look for somebody that does not have one. That is about 2. All that is bonded. Okay, so let's see. This is 700 attack. Let's just upgrade it. That'll get it to level 5. So this is as high as you can get a piece of equipment that doesn't have the manufacturing bonus. This is 882 attack. So now let's limit break it and bond it to her. We got 29, but the most important part is these overload lines, and we managed to get attack. How fortuitous of us. We can just leave that there. So what we did get around an extra 100 per level. I believe it starts at 400 or 500. But then if we go to a max level equipment, as we can see here, it's 1600, which is a significant difference. So it's about 700 extra attack from going from level 0 to level 5. Not taking into consideration the overload lines, which I got really nice ones here, except for charge speed, because yeah. So yeah, manufacturer-specific equipment is definitely a very contentious topic. People are missing a lot of equipment because it just isn't dropping for them. Some of us, like myself, are particularly lucky because we have managed to get that equipment drop that we do need, but not everyone is so, and this is when they become vocal and head on to Twitter and tell them it's not enough, as we can see here. I believe it's this one here. So they said the acquisition is still appropriate. That it might be appropriate in terms of data, in terms of the raw numbers that they are seeing, but for the individual experience of each player, it may not be enough. They may just have terrible luck and not get the pieces that they need, as we've seen in the post down here. This one right here. A single pilgrim attack boot for over a year. I'm not sure how that is possible. While entropy really is unpredictable, and it is technically possible to not get that in an entire year. It seems like such an exaggerated amount. Let's see, what do they say here? Capping or like really fully clear? At level 9, yes. And the only one I have on Scarlet was when I was brand new to the game on Scarlet. So let's take a look at his image. Let's see. Wow, yeah, he really has had no luck with boots. Holy. And if we check on his, yeah, no boots. So as you can see, this problem really does need a, what's it called? A controlled fix is what we're looking for this problem. So as we said before, as I mentioned before, the easiest and most probably beneficial way to do this without just flat out giving away equipment is allowing us to fuse, let's say, 4 or 5 pieces of a manufacturer specific equipment into a specific piece of that manufacturer equipment that we need. So in my case, I could shove one of each of these or all 5 of these into a little conversion unit and get something else back if I wanted to. That is definitely the way things need to go. But unfortunately, it seems they don't believe so, and unless their actual data says otherwise, cases like the one we looked at really are, well, extreme exceptions to this, which is unfortunate. I feel for that guy. So anyway, This was just me ranting a little bit over equipment in NIKKE, and we will see you next time when we talk about distributed damage and how I believe that is a rising meta that will one day dominate this game. Later.